This is why the empath and the narcissist makes the best couple. If you are an empath messing with a narcissist, you guys make the very, very best couple. And I'm going to explain to you exactly why, and maybe you'll get a better understanding why that narcissist chose you. See, the narcissist, when they meet a person, usually an empath, they are attracted to empath. They're attracted to great people, people with morals, people with values, people with standards, people who have done well for themselves, people who come from great family. They are attracted to that because the narcissist feels like they are entitled to the best of the best in the whole world. They're entitled to the best cars, the best jobs, and the best people, the best partners. So they attract those kind of people. They do, because they have mastered their way to manipulate people into trapping them. And the empath, her whole thing, or their whole thing, is to be good people, people with value, people who are very generous, people who can give the shirt off their backs, people who are just great people. So the narcissist sees that, and it attracts them, and they will do anything in their power to get you. When they do get you, they spend the next few days or weeks or even months. Sometimes they can go up to a year, but it's usually within 3 to 6 months. When the love bombing happen, this is their time and their chance to really, really get you in their traps. So they'll do everything that you want. They will mirror you. They'll mirror everything you do. They'll mirror everything you say. They become that perfect person for you so that you can fall for them. They become the perfect person. And once they do that, you believe it and you fall in the trap, and you get used to that. You get used to the loving person who's rubbing your back, who's buying you flowers, doing all the amazing things that you ever dreamed of. All the things that you want your dream man to do for you, they'll do that, right? They'll do that, and then slowly they start to pull back. They start to pull back, usually at a turning point. A turning point is when you finally get trapped. And that could be, again, them moving you in, or you moving in with them convincing you to quit your job so you can depend on them, or moving you out of state where you don't have any friends and family, or getting you pregnant, getting married to you. You'll see that if you've been at a turning point, any of these turning points with a narcissist, that is when the abuse started. That is when they started to show their true color. The narcissist feeds off of the empaths, their kindness, their forgiveness, their graciousness, their light. The narcissist feeds off of that. This is what they want in people. This is what they crave in people. And so you provide that for the narcissist, right? The empath now, when you're stuck, when you're at that turning point, you still remember this good person that you met before. You still remember this loving and kind person, and you start to hold on to that. And you think, oh, maybe they're going through something. You start to make excuses. This is when your friends and family start to tell you, hey, this is what's happening. At this point, you're completely blind. You're not, well, I wouldn't say completely blind, because you can see the mistreatment. You can see the abuse. You can feel it. You see it. But you're halfway blind. So you make excuses for them. You say, oh, maybe they're going through something. Maybe this happened. Maybe it's their job. Their job is stressful. I mean, I'm not a man, so I can only imagine what it feels like to be a man in today's society. Just all these excuses. You start to make excuses and excuses and excuses. What the narcissist does, because you're an empath, because you're a good person, you see the good in people, you see potential, as you're fighting to get that good person out of them and giving up all your resources, wasting your time, your energy, and just fighting for this relationship, the narcissist takes advantage of that and does more and more and more, and will test your boundaries and will test your limits. They will do more and more. The more you try to fight for them, the worse they get. The more you try to make excuses for them, the worse they get. This is why the narcissist and the empath makes the best couple, the best twisted couple, because you two balance each other. The narcissist functions with taking advantage of people, and the empath wants to see the good in people and fix them. So the empath is consistently working on fixing the narcissist, and the narcissist is then getting the supply that they need to continue to function and screw you over. That is why this couple is so good. And if you let it, it could last for years. If the empath sits there and let the narcissist, this relationship could last for years. Again, go to the comments. Hear what people are saying. Some people are saying, I finally got out of this relationship after 40 years. I finally got out after 10 years. I finally got out after 6 years, sis. 1 year. I did a story time and I said a year later, and people were like, what? You stayed for a year? People stay for 10, 15, 16 years. If you let the narcissist, he will narcissist for as long as you let him. You got to plan your escape, leave, and never look back. Otherwise, you guys will be the perfect couple, but the only person who's losing consistently is you, the empath, because the narcissist needs you. And the more you empath, the more the narcissist will narcissist. The more you empath, the more the narcissist will narcissist. You see how that works? The narcissist needs an empath to thrive, to survive. They need your supply to survive. So the more you give them that supply, the more they're going to be the narcissist that they are. And the only person who loses here is you. The only way to starve the narcissist and cut off that dangerous, sick, vicious cycle is to not empath anymore. It's to leave. It's to cut off your supply and say goodbye and go live your life. I hope that helps. If you want to follow me on all of my other social media platforms, the links are in my bio, and you can also book a one-on-one coaching call with me, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.